Monday. Monday's moon day. Dinner's not made. I'm getting hungry. I've been trying to make the Light Goddess Alchemy sex tapes for y'all. Today I wanted to make 13 different videos. And by sex tapes, I do mean just talking about the cosmic weather and how that is playing into the dynamic and themes around sexuality, sensuality, safe touch, and I'm getting that this is really something that wants to be talked about. I'm feeling emotional bringing it up. I'm not even really sure why. I guess I'm sort of alarmed at how difficult it's been for me to actually express this verbally, and I think it may speak to some of the work I am doing on my own in this area. So here's just like some kind of housekeeping and things to keep in mind. This week, all of the videos that I'll be sharing will be touching on sexuality in some way. And it could be that you don't want to hear this kind of thing from me. It could be that you are a family member and you just don't feel comfortable hearing that type of discussion from me because of our relationship. If you're my father, my son, I don't think really pays attention to anything that I do here, but I can imagine he wouldn't really want to engage in this discussion necessarily. So keep that in mind, and please avoid these videos if you feel like you don't want to engage here in this way. Something else that needs to be said is, and I'll bring this up multiple times, but consent above all. I mean, first and foremost, and then checkpoints along the way, right? So if you think you want to hear these videos and you get started listening and then you become triggered and it's not safe for you to continue, absolutely you can bail. And that's one way. We don't have to have a discussion about it because you can just turn it off. But this is something that I'm inviting into your space in terms of how you are engaging with your partner, or even with yourself, giving yourself consent for touching your body, because maybe you were fed a lot of garbage about how it was shameful to touch yourself. So you may need to actually have that conversation with yourself, maybe out loud. Maybe you could be talking to yourself verbally, or maybe you're just thinking it, but giving yourself consent could be helpful if you have trouble achieving orgasm. If you have trouble relaxing in order to achieve orgasm, this could help. And I don't know, try it out. Give yourself permission to touch yourself. And we'll talk more about this when we get into the specific signs, but something that was really coming through for this Venus in Scorpio vibration that we're in, which was really what I was feeling was inviting this conversation in the first place. Part of the invitation here is allowing yourself to experience what you had previously deemed to be taboo. And so that is a part of the allowing and giving of permission to go there, because you may have previously ruled it out. Sorry about this funky position I'm in. Feel like I'm at war with lighting during the winter. I guess I kind of always feel like that, but in the winter time it's particularly challenging. Here's some of what I jotted down. I'm just going to read this, and then I think probably tomorrow I'll do the videos by sign. But here's what was coming through for the collective. Touch as a bridge, an opening, an invitation for the energy of all that I am and all that you are, life force energy exchanged. Among us, you, me, and God, an intricate circuitry of generosity. And to begin, the invitation. Clear and wholehearted, sacred consent. A sacred yes to move forward, or a sacred no. And then that is where it would end. But with that sacred consent, the sacred yes, moving into sacred touch, sacred union, bodies coming together, sacred pleasure, energy exchanging, and building to perhaps a sacred orgasm. I told my ex-lover after he had collapsed into a tired heap. And he was someone I've known for years who generally knows of my magical ways, and he was still surprised to hear this as I said to him, rising from the bed, naked to fetch water, "Make a wish." To his confused face, I added, "Never waste the manifestation power of an orgasm." Every kiss, every caress, every lick, every thrust, every action, an energy, pleasure, tension building. But before your own big bang, can you touch someone else with love? Can you touch yourself in love? Invite ecstasy with love? God in the room, not judging you, but pulsing through you, through her, through him, through them. Some of you have experienced trauma. You're doing, have done, and will do the work to heal the trauma. My invitation, this gentle suggestion to bring love, magic, and the sacred into your sexual experiences with self and other, isn't a substitute for therapy. It isn't a substitute for trauma work, but a practice to explore, an idea to entertain. Feeling deeply connected to a knowing that love wants to be shared. And sometimes that love wants to be shared when I'm alone with me. I'll share it, and I won't stop until I'm done. That was it. Then I went into the various signs. Maybe I'll just kind of move into Aries right now while I have the time. While I'm putting off making dinner, and we'll see what happens with that and with my blood sugar. But here's what's up right now. We're talking about sex. We're talking about making it sacred. We're talking about the energetics involved and how to connect differently and more deeply in honor of Venus and Scorpio. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.